take you through a creative brainstorming workshop. You can work along with me, and if you have any creative writing projects that you're excited to work on this weekend, this is going to help you get ready to start it. I've mentioned before that I spent most of my career working as a writer. I've written hundreds of books. I've written thousands of magazine articles. And as a former editor-in-chief, I helped a lot of writers take their stories to the finish line. Now I'm really excited about being able to help people who want to write, but maybe just thought, well, I don't know how to get started, or writing is that thing that like stuffy, boring people do, or I have no ideas, or my English teacher was always so rude, or writing is for like those stuffy, formal people. I really want to be able to share some ideas and tips with you to bring back that joy and fun of writing for you. So, cheers! Let's get started. Let's start off with just a little bit of music or fun. If you have a little drum or some sort of musical instrument that you like, go ahead and grab that. If you don't, just grab a pen and you can just click your pens together. That works just as well. We're doing this just to kind of have a shift in focus and just to get our brains warmed up. Also, it helps to get our hands warmed up and just to get a good mental focus and alignment. So just go with it. You can also switch hands, which also helps with the process of getting everything realigned. So there you have our first little musical introduction. If you want to add a little dance to that, you can do that as well. If you want to add a little bit of extra music to that, that also works. Right now, I'm going to put my instruments to the side. And I'm going to go to the second part of the warm-up. And I really like this one. I think it's really important now. We're going to get our fingers warmed up and we're going to reestablish that hand-brain connection. I'm going to be using my watercolors today. You can pause this for a moment if you want to grab some watercolor paints, some watercolor pencils. You can grab some markers, whatever you would like to use. I'll just take a little bit of a pause here so you can grab something like that if you'd like to follow along. I'm going to go ahead and get started now. The purpose here is not to write something. The purpose is not to even really draw a picture. The purpose here is to just create some simple shapes. Now, if you're artistically talented and if you would like to draw a picture, that's fantastic. But it works just as well to do some simple shapes. Today I'm feeling quite warm, so I'm just going to do some simple sunshine shapes. And I'm just going to take a few minutes and just paint on my paper. And I encourage you to do the same with whatever you have. If you're using whatever medium that you would like to use. Again, I like to say that painting is writing adjacent. And I say that because you're using your hand and you're using your brain, but you're not writing words. You're creating symbols. And something I like about the paints is that you're really making the blank page beautiful. And you can see just with a little dash of color that the blank page has already started to transform. So when we talk about making the blank page beautiful and not being afraid of the blank page and making the blank page our friend, it can really be as easy as just adding that first word, that first sentence, that first brushstroke. And you can see here for my son that I just did a circle. I'm just making some lines. And really this write-up can just be as simple as doing this. If you like this writing workshop today, and if you'd ever like to do this with me one-on-one, I can definitely do this with you over Zoom. If you live in the San Diego area, we can also arrange a one-to-one session with you, with one of your children. I used to be an elementary school teacher, so I really like working with kids in that 6 to 12-year-old age group, or really any kid who's interested in creative writing. I could also do this as a group session if you have other family members who would like to attend. I've taught a lot of classes for adults as well. I used to have an art store, and I've also taught classes at UC San Diego Extension. And yes, this is in addition to my working as an editor-in-chief and a writer. So I guess I have a lot of different interests. And it's really fun to be able to combine those all in this YouTube channel. And I'm just going to keep on just making these shapes. You know, I just had a thought. You know, if your therapist has ever said, oh, you should journal, or if they've ever said, oh, why don't you try meditation? But if you're meditation resistant, like I know I am, I don't know why, but I just am, I feel like painting like this, it feels very meditative. Even though I'm talking right now, that's mostly because I'm on camera. But it feels very meditative. I bet there's some sort of research out there that would talk about that. So maybe instead of writing words into a notebook or trying to sit down in a quiet spot and close your eyes and think of nothing, maybe you could just get some paints and maybe you could just make some circles. And so I would say, just do this for as long as it feels good and fun. And if you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, when do we get to the part with words? Feel free to skip ahead. I'm just going to sit here and just kind of keep painting and talking for a bit longer, but I don't mind if you skip ahead to the next section. I'm going to do some wavy lines now. It's kind of freeing to be able to use my hand in a different way. Even though I talk about the scroll like it's a bad thing, I have to admit that I'm not immune to it. I do my own scrolling. I must admit, just like everyone, I do like to look at the computer. I like to look at Facebook and see what my friends are up to. I love to look at jewelry auctions for my business. Reimagined by the Chateau. I'm always looking for that amazing deal that I can pick up. I love to curate the sparkle. It's a really fun part about being retired is I can find a good auction in the morning and then I can kind of watch it all day and jump in at the last minute. See if I can win a good bid. So here's just a few of my beautiful paintings. You can see that this is not really about creating beautiful art. It is just about painting some lines, and it's really just about the warming of my hand with the motions, with some circles and some lines and some squiggles. And again, what we're doing is we're taking your hand, we're reconnecting your hand to your brain, and this is definitely a very writing aligned activity. So what do you say that we go ahead and we get to the word part of the activity? Here's my 5. If you're going, you can stop me here and keep writing, or you can stop with however many you have. It's your decision. So I have hitting. I saw him hitting the baseball over the fence. He was hitting himself in the face over and over again. His car was hitting the divide in the middle of the highway. She kept hitting the bottle, taking shot after shot. To try to relax, he was hitting golf ball after golf ball. Now, this is a really fun brainstorming exercise. You can imagine that you could take any of these sentences and these could all become different stories. It's up to you. So let's do another one, but we'll change it up a little bit, but we'll still use the same technique. So let's roll the dice. let's roll the dice for a page number. This one started with 1, so see how many page numbers we have in this book. Okay, this page number is going to start with number 2. The page number starts with the number 2. And the page number is going to be 41 or 14. I'm say 41. It's going to be page 41. The paragraph is going to be paragraph 2. The sentence is going to be, let's just go for the sentence this time. The sentence is going to be sentence 1. Okay. Again, you can do this in your own book, or you can follow along with me. Page 241. Paragraph 2. And the first sentence. The first sentence is a very short sentence. It is the word food. Okay, so the first sentence is the word food. So for this creative brainstorming, I want you to think of 5 types of food that you might eat when you're visiting the seashore. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's flip the hourglass. Okay, I have mine. These are all very traditional choices. Of course, when you're visiting the seashore, you could eat any kind of food that you wanted. But the ones I recorded were scallops, fried fish, lobster, crab, and shrimp. Let's do another one. This time we'll say the page number is going to start with the number 3. Let's find out the exact page. Here we go. And we have a 5 and a 1. I'm going to say it's actually a 1 and a 5. We have a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5. Okay, we're going to say that our paragraph number is going to be, well, there could be a lot of paragraphs. Well, let's just see what we got. Our paragraph number is going to be paragraph 7, and we're going to take the whole paragraph this time. Paragraph number 7 on page 315. Let's take a look. 315. 315, and here we go, 315. Okay, we're going to go to paragraph 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy. Okay. We have another one word. And our one word this time is and. So for this one, our word is and. Let's switch to a different color for this one. I'll use blue. For this one, I want you to think of 3 responses that you might give someone who said, and. Are you ready? Let's flip the hourglass and start thinking. Here we go. Okay, are we ready? Okay, here's mine. And she said she put on sunscreen. And she told me he paid for those potato chips. And the speed limit sign said 80 miles per hour. You can see that those would all be fun to turn into a story. So we're going to do one more. If you guys were here doing this with me in person, it would be fun to get your input. And I would have you roll the dice and have you guys decide what page number and how you wanted to kind of structure this. But for this time, we're just going to go back to where we started. Let's go back to number 1. Let's choose a early page in the book. 1 and oh, we're going to go really early. It's going to be page 13. Oh, let's just do page 13, but not the whole page. That would be a lot. Let's do 13. And how far down should I go on the page? I'll stop at paragraph number paragraph number 3. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Page 13, and I'm going to read until paragraph number 3. Do you know who she was? Did she have a husband or something? For the first time in years, I thought about my mother. She hadn't disappeared into thin air. Exactly. But I'd never forget the day she walked out on my dad and me. I don't know what she said to Dad in private. But me, honey, I'm just not happy. It's not you, sweetheart. But this is the best thing for all of us. I had been 6. I never saw her again. Doug shrugged. We don't know anything about her. People were talking about it while we were waiting to board, and the redhead over there, he made a loose gesture toward Amber Jones, was asking about her. She read something about her in the paper. The woman's name was Diane. Okay, this is great for this last section. I want you to give me 5 details about Diane. What else do we know about her? So 5 more details about our mysterious Diane. We're going to give the hourglass a flip and go. Okay, I have my 5. If you're still working on yours, please feel free to stop and keep going. So here are my 5 about Diane. She had a magic wand that could turn fish into spiders. She was really a spy on vacation. She came to the island to quietly write a book. She was a reporter writing an expose. And my favorite one, she was there because the mother sent her. Now you can see all of these ideas, any of these could turn into an interesting story. So this wraps up our creative brainstorm for the day. You can see just how fun it can be to do some brainstorming, starting off with some music, then go into a fun drawing, writing alignment type of activity. Then do some fun brainstorming, some prompting. Do something that is analog, that is all human generated. You don't need to go to AI for this. You don't need to go to ChatGPT. Use that for something else. Right now, just grab some dice, grab some pens, grab a book, grab a piece of paper. All you have to do is just fold it, and then let your brain, let your mind and your hands reconnect, and you can do your own. You can be your own GPT. You can come up with your own ideas. You can do your own brainstorming. I know you can. So from me to you, I hope that you will pick up your pen this weekend, and I hope that you will make the blank page beautiful. Thanks for being here today.